Property and Casualty Exam Prep Answers. Question 1. Part D of a PAP provides Option A. Liability coverage. Option B. Medical payments coverage. Option C. Uninsured motorist coverage. Option D. Coverage for damage to your auto, physical damage. The correct answer is Option B. Medical payments coverage. Part D covers collision and other than collision, comprehensive, damage to the insured vehicle. In this rotation, B is correct. Question 2. Risk retention as a risk management technique means Option A. Transferring the risk to an insurer. Option B. Avoiding the risk entirely. Option C. Accepting the risk and bearing the financial consequences. Option D. Reducing the risk through safety measures. The correct answer is Option A. Transferring the risk to an insurer. Risk retention involves accepting the financial consequences of a loss oneself. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 3. The last clear chance doctrine allows a plaintiff to recover despite contributory negligence if Option A. The plaintiff was not negligent. Option B. The defendant had the last opportunity to avoid the accident and failed to do so. Option C. The plaintiff had insurance. Option D. The defendant was not negligent. The correct answer is Option D. The defendant was not negligent. Last clear chance is an exception to contributory negligence when the defendant could have prevented the injury. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 4. The parole evidence rule in insurance means Option A. Oral agreements can change the written policy. Option B. The written policy is the complete agreement. Prior oral statements cannot contradict it. Option C. Only oral agreements are binding. Option D. The policy is not binding. The correct answer is Option C. Only oral agreements are binding. Parole evidence rule protects the integrity of the written contract. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 5. Betterment and auto physical damage claims means Option A. The insurer pays for upgrades. Option B. The insured may be charged for the increased value when old parts are replaced with new. Option C. The insurer pays more than the claim. Option D. The premium increases. The correct answer is Option D. The premium increases. Betterment is the increase in value when worn parts are replaced with new parts. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 6. Directors and officers, D&O, liability insurance covers Option A. The corporation's physical assets. Option B. Wrongful acts of directors and officers in their management of the company. Option C. Employee injuries. Option D. Automobile accidents. The correct answer is Option A. The corporation's physical assets. D&O insurance protects directors and officers from claims alleging mismanagement. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 7. A hold harmless agreement is Option A. A release of all claims. Option B. A contractual agreement where one party assumes the liability of another. Option C. A settlement agreement. Option D. A cancellation notice. The correct answer is Option D. A cancellation notice. Hold harmless, indemnity, agreements shift liability from one party to another by contract. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 8. Debris removal coverage in a property policy. Option A. Is never included. Option B. Pays for the cost of removing debris after a covered loss. Option C. Covers only earthquake debris. Option D. Is the same as pollution coverage. The correct answer is Option D. Is the same as pollution coverage. Debris removal coverage is typically included as an additional coverage, subject to policy limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 9. The retroactive date in a claims-made policy. Option A. Is the date the policy expires. Option B. Is the earliest date an incident could occur and still be covered. Option C. Has no significance. Option D. Is the date of the claim. The correct answer is Option D. Is the date of the claim. The retroactive date limits coverage to incidents occurring on or after that date. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 10. The business auto coverage form uses symbols to designate Option A. Premium amounts. Option B. Which autos are covered. Option C. Deductible amounts. Option D. Policy limits. The correct answer is Option A. Premium amounts. Covered auto designation symbols define which vehicles are insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 11. The claims-made CGL form covers Option A. Occurrences during the policy period. Option B. Claims first made during the policy period, provided the occurrence is after the retroactive date. Option C. All claims regardless of when made. Option D. Only reported claims. The correct answer is Option B. Claims first made during the policy period, provided the occurrence is after the retroactive date. Claims-made policies are triggered by the claim being made during the policy period. Question 12. Coverage B of a homeowner's policy covers, option A, the dwelling, option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling, option C, personal property, option D, liability. The correct answer is option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling. Coverage B covers other structures on the premises that are not attached to the dwelling, such as detached garages or sheds. Question 13. The CGL policies who is an insured provision includes all except, option A, the named insured, individual or organization, option B, employees acting within the scope of employment, option C, customers on the premises, option D, newly acquired organizations, for a limited time. The correct answer is option C, customers on the premises. Customers are not insureds under the CGL, they are third-party claimants. Question 14. A transportation coverage form covers, option A, real estate, option B, goods in transit, option C, buildings, option D, stationary property. The correct answer is option C, buildings. Transportation floaters cover property while it is being transported. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 15. A personal umbrella policy typically requires underlying limits of, option A, no underlying insurance, option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto, option C, only auto insurance, option D, only homeowners insurance. The correct answer is option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto. Umbrella policies require underlying insurance with minimum limits. Question 16. A morale hazard involves, option A, intentional dishonesty, option B, carelessness or indifference to loss because insurance exists, option C, physical conditions increasing risk, option D, legal conditions increasing risk. The correct answer is option B, carelessness or indifference to loss because insurance exists. Morale hazard is carelessness or indifference to loss because the person has insurance coverage. Question 17. A utility services endorsement covers, option A, business interruption from utility failure, option B, damage to utility equipment, option C, utility bills, option D, only power outages. The correct answer is option C, utility bills. This endorsement covers business interruption and property damage from interruption of utility services. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 18. A stated amount auto policy, option A, guarantees payment of the stated amount, option B, states the insured's valuation, but the insurer pays the lesser of stated amount or ACV, option C, pays replacement cost, option D, has no limit. The correct answer is option C, pays replacement cost. Stated amount is not a guarantee, the insurer pays the lesser of the stated amount or ACV. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 19. The term contribution by equal shares means, option A, each insurer pays an equal share until each limit is exhausted, option B, each insurer pays proportionally, option C, the insured pays half, option D, only one insurer pays. The correct answer is option D, only one insurer pays. Each insurer pays equally up to its policy limit until the loss is fully covered or all limits are exhausted. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 20. General damages compensate for, option A, measurable financial losses, option B, non-economic losses such as pain and suffering, option C, medical expenses, option D, property damage. The correct answer is option C, medical expenses. General damages are intangible, non-economic losses not easily quantified. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 21. A builder's risk policy covers, option A, completed buildings, option B, buildings under construction and materials on site, option C, liability only, option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option D, workers' compensation. Builder's risk covers buildings in the course of construction, including materials and equipment. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 22. The general aggregate limit in a CGL policy is, option A, the per occurrence limit, option B, the maximum paid for all covered losses during the policy period, except products completed operations, option C, the medical payments limit, option D, the deductible. The correct answer is option B, the maximum paid for all covered losses during the policy period, except products completed operations. The general aggregate caps total non-products claims. Question 23. A reporting form in commercial property insurance, Option A requires monthly reporting of property values with premium adjustments. Option B reports all claims to the state. Option C reports only liability claims. Option D has fixed premiums. The correct answer is option A, requires monthly reporting of property values with premium adjustments. Reporting forms are used for fluctuating inventory values, with premiums adjusted based on reported values. Question 24. Non-renewal of a policy. Option A is the same as cancellation. Option B is the insurer's decision not to renew at expiration, requiring advance notice. Option C requires no notice. Option D is always prohibited. The correct answer is option C, requires no notice. Non-renewal occurs at the end of the policy period, unlike midterm cancellation. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 25. The vacancy permit in a commercial property policy. Option A removes the vacancy exclusion. Option B increases the vacancy period from 60 days with reduced coverage. Option C has no effect. Option D cancels the policy. The correct answer is option B, increases the vacancy period from 60 days with reduced coverage. The vacancy permit allows continued coverage for a vacant building, typically with reduced coverage or higher premiums. Question 26. Liability imposed by law without regard to fault or negligence is called. Option A vicarious liability. Option B strict, absolute, liability. Option C general liability. Option D premises liability. The correct answer is option D, premises liability. Strict liability applies to inherently dangerous activities, regardless of the degree of care exercised. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 27. The general aggregate limit in a CGL policy. Option A only applies to premises claims. Option B caps the total payout for all covered claims except products completed operations. Option C is unlimited. Option D applies per occurrence. The correct answer is option D, applies per occurrence. The general aggregate is the maximum for all non-products claims. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 28. A dishonest individual intentionally fakes a slip-and-fall accident to collect insurance money. This behavior is an example of A. Option A physical hazard. Option B moral hazard. Option C morale hazard. Option D legal hazard. The correct answer is option A, physical hazard. Moral hazards arise from dishonest or fraudulent behavior by the insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 29. The commercial auto policy's physical damage coverage pays. Option A replacement cost for all vehicles. Option B the lesser of actual cash value or cost to repair, subject to deductible. Option C agreed value. Option D full purchase price. The correct answer is option C, agreed value. Commercial auto physical damage is settled on an ACV basis. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 30. A flood is defined by the NFIP as, option A, any water damage. Option B, a general and temporary condition of partial or complete inundation of normally dry land. Option C, water damage from burst pipes. Option D, sewer backup only. The correct answer is option A, any water damage. NFIP defines flood as inundation of normally dry land affecting 2 or more properties or 2 or more acres. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 31. A loss payee differs from a mortgagee in that a loss payee, option A, has an ownership interest in the property. Option B, has a financial interest but not necessarily an ownership interest. Option C, is always the insured. Option D, has no rights under the policy. The correct answer is option A, has an ownership interest in the property. A loss payee, example, equipment lessor, has a financial interest but may not hold a mortgage. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 32. A vehicle used for delivery services, pizza, packages, under a PAP. Option A, is always covered. Option B, may be excluded under the business use exclusion unless endorsed. Option C, is fully covered for all business uses. Option D, requires a commercial policy only. The correct answer is option D, requires a commercial policy only. Business use of a personal vehicle may be excluded. Delivery endorsements or commercial policies may be needed. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 33. The care, custody, or control exclusion in a liability policy excludes. Option A, damage to the insured's own property. Option B, damage to personal property in the insured's care, custody, or control. Option C, bodily injury to others. Option D, completed operations. The correct answer is option C, bodily injury to others. This exclusion applies to property of others that is under the insured's direct physical control. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 34. A drive other car endorsement extends coverage for, option A, any vehicle the insured drives, option B, the named insured to drive non-owned vehicles not otherwise covered, option C, only rental cars, option D, only business vehicles. The correct answer is option C, only rental cars. This endorsement provides coverage for individuals who do not own a vehicle but regularly drive others' cars. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 35. Uninsured motorist coverage protects against, option A, damage to the insured's vehicle from any cause, option B, bodily injury caused by a driver with no insurance, option C, all hit-and-run property damage, option D, the insured's own negligence. The correct answer is option C, all hit-and-run property damage. Covers by from uninsured or hit-and-run drivers. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 36. The basic extended reporting period, tail, in a claims-made CGL, option A, is unlimited, option B, provides 5 years to report claims, option C, provides a limited period, usually 60 days, to report claims after policy termination, option D, has no reporting extension. The correct answer is option A, is unlimited. The basic ERP provides a short automatic extension. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 37. A contractor's equipment floater covers, option A, buildings under construction, option B, mobile construction equipment and tools, option C, liability, option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option A, buildings under construction. Contractors' equipment floaters cover movable construction equipment on an open perils basis. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 38. The CGL policy's medical payments limit is typically, option A, the same as the each occurrence limit, option B, a sublimit, commonly $5,000 to $10,000 per person, option C, unlimited, option D, the general aggregate. The correct answer is option A, the same as the each occurrence limit. Medical payments coverage has a lower per person sublimit. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 39. Which of the following is a type of insurer owned by its policyholders? Option A, stock company, option B, mutual company, option C, Lloyd's Association, option D, surplus lines insurer. The correct answer is option A, stock company. Mutual companies are owned by policyholders who share in dividends. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 40. The parole evidence rule states that, option A, oral agreements can modify a written contract, option B, a written contract cannot be changed by prior oral agreements, option C, all contracts must be oral, option D, only oral testimony is admissible in court. The correct answer is option B, a written contract cannot be changed by prior oral agreements. The parole evidence rule prevents parties from introducing prior oral agreements to contradict the terms of a written contract. Question 41. An installation floater covers, option A, real estate, option B, building materials and equipment during installation, option C, completed buildings, option D, vehicles. The correct answer is option B, building materials and equipment during installation. Installation floaters cover materials, fixtures, and equipment during installation before they become a permanent part of the building. Question 42. The CGL classification system determines premium based on, option A, the insured's credit score, option B, the type of business operations and associated risk, option C, the location only, option D, the number of employees only. The correct answer is option C, the location only. Classification codes reflect the business type and its inherent risk. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 43. Ride-sharing, TNC, coverage gaps are addressed by, option A, standard PAPs automatically, option B, endorsements or separate policies that cover the period when the driver is logged into the app but has not accepted a ride, option C, commercial policies only with no other options, option D, no available coverage. The correct answer is option B, endorsements or separate policies that cover the period when the driver is logged into the app but has not accepted a ride. Standard PAPs exclude livery. TNC endorsements or hybrid policies fill the coverage gap. Question 44. Direct primary garagekeeper's coverage pays, option A, only if the garage is legally liable, option B, for damage to customers' vehicles regardless of fault, option C, only for fire damage, option D, only for theft. The correct answer is option C, only for fire damage. Direct primary pays regardless of fault, up to policy limits. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 45. An additional insured under a CGL policy is typically added by Option A, automatic provision. Option B, endorsement, often required by contracts. Option C, the agent's verbal agreement. Option D, no formal process. The correct answer is option D, no formal process. Additional insureds are added by endorsement. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 46. Coverage E of a homeowner's policy provides Option A, personal liability coverage. Option B, medical payments to others. Option C, property damage. Option D, loss of use. The correct answer is option A, personal liability coverage. Coverage E is personal liability insurance for bodily injury and property damage the insured is legally obligated to pay. Question 47. The CGL policy's premium audit provision, Option A, is optional. Option B allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period. Option C reduces coverage. Option D has no effect on premium. The correct answer is option B, allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period. Auditable policies allow final premium adjustment based on actual exposure. Question 48. A non-admitted, unauthorized insurer, Option A, is licensed in the state. Option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers. Option C, cannot write any coverage. Option D, is always an alien insurer. The correct answer is option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers. Non-admitted insurers are not licensed but may write surplus lines under specific conditions. Question 49. The damage to property exclusion in the CGL excludes Option A, all property damage. Option B, damage to the insured's own work, with exceptions, and property in the insured's care, custody, or control. Option C, only damage to buildings. Option D, only damage to personal property. The correct answer is option D, only damage to personal property. The your work and care, custody, or control exclusions apply. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 50. An HO6 policy covers Option A, single-family homes. Option B, renters. Option C, condominium unit owners. Option D, mobile homes. The correct answer is option C, condominium unit owners. HO6 is the condominium unit owners form. Question 51. The each occurrence limit in a CGL policy, Option A, is the annual maximum. Option B, is the maximum payable for all damages from a single occurrence. Option C, applies to all occurrences combined. Option D, is the same as the aggregate. The correct answer is option A, is the annual maximum. The per occurrence limit caps payment for any one loss event. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 52. The liquor liability exclusion in the CGL excludes Option A, host liquor liability. Option B, liability for businesses that manufacture, sell, serve, or furnish alcoholic beverages. Option C, all alcohol-related claims. Option D, only claims against bars. The correct answer is option C, all alcohol-related claims. The exclusion applies to those in the alcohol business, not social hosts. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 53. Expediting expenses coverage pays for Option A, normal operating costs. Option B, extra costs to speed up repair or replacement of damaged property. Option C, routine maintenance. Option D, employee wages. The correct answer is option A, normal operating costs. Expediting expenses are additional costs incurred to reduce the period of restoration. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 54. Financial examination by state insurance departments reviews. Option A, claims handling. Option B, an insurer's financial solvency and compliance with accounting standards. Option C, agent conduct. Option D, advertising practices. The correct answer is option A, claims handling. Financial exams assess the insurer's financial health. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 55. Non-renewal of a property policy. Option A, is the same as cancellation. Option B, is the insurer's decision not to renew at the end of the policy period. Option C, cannot happen under any circumstances. Option D, requires no notice. The correct answer is option A, is the same as cancellation. Non-renewal is different from cancellation, it occurs at the end of the policy period and typically requires advance notice. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 56. The modified comparative negligence rule means a plaintiff can recover if Option A, they are less than 51% at fault, in most states using this rule. Option B, they are any percentage at fault. Option C. They are 0% at fault. Option D. The defendant is 100% at fault. The correct answer is option D. The defendant is 100% at fault. Under the 50% rule, the plaintiff must be 50% or less at fault to recover. Under the 51% rule, they must be less than 51%. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 57. Unoccupancy differs from vacancy in that an unoccupied building, option A, has no contents, option B, has contents but no people, option C, is completely empty, option D, is always excluded from coverage. The correct answer is option B, has contents but no people. Unoccupancy means the absence of people, vacancy means the absence of both people and contents. Question 58. Bobtail coverage provides liability insurance for, option A, a tractor when it is pulling a trailer, option B, a tractor when it is driven without a trailer, deadheading, option C, only cargo, option D, only physical damage. The correct answer is option A, a tractor when it is pulling a trailer. Bobtail, deadhead, coverage applies when a tractor is operated without its trailer. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 59. Legal liability garagekeepers coverage pays, option A, regardless of fault, option B, only if the garage is legally liable for the damage, option C, for all losses, option D, excess over other insurance. The correct answer is option D, excess over other insurance. Legal liability coverage requires proof of the garage's negligence. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 60. Personal injury protection, PIP, provides, option A, only medical payments, option B, medical expenses, lost wages, and essential services regardless of fault, option C, only property damage, option D, only death benefits. The correct answer is option A, only medical payments. PIP provides broad no-fault benefits. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 61. An insurance producer, agent/broker, must be licensed. Option A, only in their home state, option B, in the state where they transact insurance, option C, only if they sell life insurance, option D, by the federal government. The correct answer is option D, by the federal government. Producers must be licensed in each state where they do business. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 62. An electronic data processing, EDP, policy covers, option A, only the building, option B, computer equipment, data, and media, option C, only hardware, option D, only software. The correct answer is option B, computer equipment, data, and media. EDP policies cover computer hardware, software, data, and extra expenses related to computer system disruption. Question 63. The automatic coverage for newly acquired autos in a commercial auto policy, option A, provides unlimited coverage, option B, provides coverage for a specified period if the insurer is notified and premium paid, option C, provides no coverage until endorsement, option D, requires no notice. The correct answer is option D, requires no notice. Newly acquired autos are automatically covered for a limited time, subject to notice requirements. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 64. Bad faith in insurance claims handling means, option A, making an honest mistake, option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim, option C, denying a claim with a valid basis, option D, prompt payment. The correct answer is option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim. Bad faith can result in extra-contractual damages against the insurer. Question 65. Waiver of subrogation endorsement in a commercial auto policy, option A, increases subrogation rights, option B, prevents the insurer from pursuing recovery against a specified party, option C, allows the insured to sue anyone, option D, voids coverage. The correct answer is option C, allows the insured to sue anyone. Waiver of subrogation gives up the insurer's right to recover from a specified third party. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 66. The Federal Employers Liability Act, FELA, covers, option A, railroad workers, option B, seamen, option C, federal employees, option D, minors. The correct answer is option B, seamen. FELA provides a negligence-based compensation system for railroad workers. In this rotation, B is correct. Question 67. Estoppel prevents a party from, option A, filing a claim, option B, denying a fact that has been previously established by their actions, option C, paying premiums, option D, canceling a policy. The correct answer is option D, canceling a policy. Estoppel prevents someone from asserting something contrary to what their previous actions or statements implied. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 68. The CGL policy covers which of the following? Option A, employee injuries. Option B, bodily injury and property damage to third parties. Option C, damage to the insured's own property. Option D, professional services. The correct answer is option C, damage to the insured's own property. CGL covers third-party buy and PD, not first-party losses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 69. A fleet auto policy typically provides: Option A, coverage for a single vehicle. Option B, coverage for multiple vehicles under one policy, often with experience rating. Option C, only liability coverage. Option D, only physical damage coverage. The correct answer is option C, only liability coverage. Fleet policies cover multiple vehicles, typically 5+, under a single policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 70. The mold exclusion in property policies typically provides: Option A, unlimited mold coverage. Option B, limited coverage for mold resulting from a covered water loss. Option C, no mold coverage under any circumstances. Option D, full mold remediation. The correct answer is option D, full mold remediation. Most policies provide limited coverage for mold if it results from a covered water loss, with sublimits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 71. The four elements required to prove negligence are: Option A, duty, breach of duty, causation, and damages. Option B, intent, motive, opportunity, and harm. Option C, peril, hazard, loss, and exclusion. Option D, offer, acceptance, consideration, and competence. The correct answer is option C, peril, hazard, loss, and exclusion. For a negligence claim to succeed, the plaintiff must prove duty, breach, causation, proximate cause, and damages. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 72. An equipment dealer's coverage form covers: Option A, real estate only. Option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Option C, buildings. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Equipment dealers' forms cover the stock of equipment dealers, often on an open perils basis. Question 73. The named non-owner auto policy provides: Option A, physical damage coverage for all vehicles. Option B, liability coverage for individuals who do not own a vehicle. Option C, comprehensive coverage only. Option D, collision coverage only. The correct answer is option D, collision coverage only. Non-owner policies provide liability coverage for drivers who don't own a car. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 74. A wrap-up insurance program, OCIP/CCIP, provides: Option A, only workers' compensation. Option B, liability coverage for all contractors on a construction project under one master policy. Option C, only property coverage. Option D, only builder's risk. The correct answer is option D, only builder's risk. Wrap-ups consolidate insurance for all parties on a construction project. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 75. Defamation by an insurance producer involves: Option A, complimenting a competitor. Option B, making false, malicious statements about another insurer's financial condition. Option C, comparing policies accurately. Option D, advertising one's own products. The correct answer is option D, advertising one's own products. Defamation includes false statements intended to harm another insurer or producer. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 76. A binder in insurances: Option A, the full policy. Option B, a temporary contract providing immediate coverage until the policy is issued. Option C, a rejection of coverage. Option D, a cancellation notice. The correct answer is option C, a rejection of coverage. Binders provide temporary coverage pending issuance of the formal policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 77. A proof of loss form must be submitted: Option A, before the loss occurs. Option B, within a specified time after the loss, usually 60 days. Option C, only if the insurer requests it. Option D, never. The correct answer is option C, only if the insurer requests it. The insured must submit a sworn proof of loss within the time specified in the policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 78. The war exclusion in a commercial auto policy excludes: Option A, all accidents. Option B, losses caused by war, insurrection, or rebellion. Option C, only declared wars. Option D, only foreign wars. The correct answer is option C, only declared wars. War and similar actions are standard exclusions in most insurance policies. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 79. The each occurrence limit in a liability policy is: Option A, the maximum paid for all claims in a policy year. Option B, the maximum paid for all damages arising from a single occurrence. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option C, the deductible. The per occurrence limit caps the insurer's payment for any one loss event. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 80. A physical hazard is best described as: Option A, dishonest behavior by the insured. Option B, a physical condition that increases the likelihood of a loss. Option C, carelessness or indifference to loss. Option D, legal conditions that increase loss frequency. The correct answer is option D, legal conditions that increase loss frequency. Physical hazards are tangible conditions like icy sidewalks or faulty wiring. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 81. The actual cash value settlement for a vehicle is: Option A, replacement cost. Option B, the pre-loss market value, considering depreciation. Option C, the original purchase price. Option D, the loan balance. The correct answer is option D, the loan balance. ACV is replacement cost minus depreciation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 82. The damage to premises rented to you limit in a CGL policy is typically: Option A, the full policy limit. Option B, a sublimit, commonly $50,000 to $100,000. Option C, unlimited. Option D, the same as the general aggregate. The correct answer is option C, unlimited. This sublimit caps fire legal liability for rented premises. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 83. A reciprocal insurance exchanges: Option A, a stock insurance company. Option B, an unincorporated group of subscribers who exchange insurance risks. Option C, a government insurance program. Option D, a type of health insurance. The correct answer is option D, a type of health insurance. Reciprocal exchanges are unincorporated associations where members, subscribers, insure each other. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 84. A commercial property policy's abandonment provision: Option A, requires the insured to abandon damaged property. Option B, states the insured may not abandon property to the insurer. Option C, allows the insured to demand the insurer accept the property. Option D, has no effect on the policy. The correct answer is option B, states the insured may not abandon property to the insurer. The insured cannot abandon damaged property and demand a total loss settlement. Question 85. Garage liability insurance covers: Option A, only the building. Option B, auto-related businesses, dealers, repair shops, for liability from garage operations. Option C, only customer vehicles. Option D, only employee injuries. The correct answer is option B, auto-related businesses, dealers, repair shops, for liability from garage operations. Garage liability covers bodily injury and property damage from garage operations and the use of customers' vehicles. Question 86. The liquor liability coverage form covers: Option A, social hosts. Option B, businesses that sell, serve, or furnish alcoholic beverages. Option C, all alcohol-related claims. Option D, only bars. The correct answer is option C, all alcohol-related claims. Liquor liability covers businesses in the alcohol industry. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 87. The CGL policy's duty to defend ends when: Option A, the insured is found liable. Option B, the applicable limit of insurance is exhausted by payment of judgments or settlements. Option C, the case goes to trial. Option D, the insured requests. The correct answer is option C, the case goes to trial. The duty to defend ends when the limit is exhausted. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 88. Under the PAP, your covered auto does not include: Option A, a vehicle listed on the declarations. Option B, a vehicle furnished or available for the named insured's regular use. Option C, a newly acquired auto. Option D, a temporary substitute auto. The correct answer is option A, a vehicle listed on the declarations. Vehicles available for regular use are excluded from the definition of covered auto. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 89. Flood coverage for a homeowner is available through: Option A, standard homeowners policies. Option B, the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, or private flood insurers. Option C, only FEMA grants. Option D, automatically with mortgage. The correct answer is option D, automatically with mortgage. Flood is excluded from standard policies and requires separate NFIP or private coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 90. The abandonment clause in a property policy states, Option A, the insured must abandon damaged property. Option B, the insured cannot abandon damaged property to the insurer. Option C, the insurer must accept abandoned property. Option D, the insured can demand the insurer take the property. The correct answer is option B, the insured cannot abandon damaged property to the insurer. The insured cannot abandon damaged property and demand the insurer pay the full policy limit. Question 91. Proximate cause in a negligence claim means, Option A, the first event in a chain. Option B, the foreseeable cause that directly led to the injury. Option C, any contributing factor. Option D, the last event before injury. The correct answer is option A, the first event in a chain. Proximate cause is the primary, foreseeable cause that sets in motion an unbroken chain of events leading to injury. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 92. A commercial property policies, your business personal property includes, Option A, the building. Option B, property owned by the insured and used in the business. Option C, property of others only. Option D, real estate. The correct answer is option B, property owned by the insured and used in the business. Business personal property is the insured's own business contents, including furniture, fixtures, equipment, and inventory. Question 93. A staff adjuster is, Option A, independent. Option B, an employee of an insurance company. Option C, a public adjuster. Option D, an agent. The correct answer is option A, independent. Staff adjusters are salaried employees of the insurer. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 94. A commercial property policy's coverage extensions provide, Option A, unlimited additional coverage. Option B, limited additional coverage for specific items like newly acquired property. Option C, no additional benefits. Option D, liability coverage. The correct answer is option D, liability coverage. Coverage extensions provide automatic additional coverage for items like newly acquired property, with sublimits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 95. The term salvage in property insurance refers to, Option A, the total loss of property. Option B, damaged property taken by the insurer after paying a claim to reduce the loss. Option C, the insured's deductible. Option D, the premium payment. The correct answer is option D, the premium payment. Salvage is damaged property the insurer takes possession of to reduce the net cost of a claim. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 96. The contractual liability exclusion in the CGL has an exception for, Option A, all contracts. Option B, liability assumed under an insured contract. Option C, only written contracts. Option D, only oral agreements. The correct answer is option B, liability assumed under an insured contract. Insured contracts, leases, sidetrack agreements, etc., are covered. Question 97. The Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act prohibits, Option A, prompt investigation of claims. Option B, misrepresenting policy provisions, failing to investigate, and delaying payment without reason. Option C, fair settlement offers. Option D, timely communication with claimants. The correct answer is option C, fair settlement offers. Unfair claims practices laws require fair, prompt handling of claims. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 98. Underinsured motorist coverage applies when, Option A, the at-fault driver has no insurance. Option B, the at-fault driver's limits are insufficient to cover the insured's damages. Option C, the insured is at fault. Option D, the insured has no insurance. The correct answer is option D, the insured has no insurance. UIM covers the gap between the tortfeasor's limits and the insured's damages. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 99. Umbrella policies typically require the insured to maintain, Option A, no underlying insurance. Option B, specified minimum limits on underlying policies, auto, homeowners, watercraft. Option C, only health insurance. Option D, only life insurance. The correct answer is option D, only life insurance. Umbrella policies require underlying insurance with specified minimum limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 100. An insurance policy is considered, Option A, a verbal agreement. Option B, a legal contract between the insurer and insured. Option C, a suggestion. Option D, non-binding. The correct answer is option B, a legal contract between the insurer and insured. An insurance policy is a legally enforceable contract.